Hello Crafty friend, it's Justine. Today I'm going to show you 3 different cards using the Gnome Drive collection. I'm very excited because this is one of those sets that I think will be so popular because it is very versatile. There are 5 dies in the collection. There's the regular Gnome Drive, which comes with the gnome and the car, and then there are kind of like these accessory dies. There's one that says Hearts for You, which is kind of like lovey-dovey Valentine's. There's Graduation, which is what I'm going to use right here. There's Holiday, which is kind of a Christmas one. I have a card right here that I'll show you at the end. And then there is Spring. So I'm going to make a St. Patrick's Day card right here on camera for you in just a little bit. Oh, and there's also a holiday, and there's also a Halloween one. And then to top it all off, there is a sentiment pack. You can see here, maybe a little bit better that way, but there's a ton of sentiments, and I thought these were really funny, and some of them are a little bit of a pun. So this is a great collection to have on hand for every holiday. So I'm going to go ahead and start with making the car and the gnome, just in case you are looking for directions for how to do that. And then I'll go ahead and make all of my little accessories for this kind of graduation theme card. But I'm actually going to turn this into a back to school card because it's that time of year, and the sentiment says best wishes on the year ahead, so I wanted it to be a graduation card. So the gnome itself has this little stacky body, which is just so cute. And then it has little hand dies that you glue right on top. And then there is this beard, and there is a kind of round nose right here. So that's kind of what that looks like. And then for the head, you put on a hat. So this one is going to be wearing a graduation hat. My St. Patrick's Day one is going to wear a top hat. And my Christmas one has a Christmas hat. So they all kind of have a little bit different hats depending on the occasion. So to make the gnome, I'm going to start with gluing on the beard, and then the nose, and then the hat. That way it will give me a layered look, and it will look almost just like the picture. You guys, if you have not checked out my inspiration video for today, you've got to. You just have to. I won't say it on this video since there is a video up today about the announcement, but I'm really excited. Oh, you guys, very excited. So check out my announcement video. It's extremely exciting. Then to finish off my gnome, I'm just going to add the tassel to the hat. I'm not sure if I will be using this mat on camera in the future. I have a paper one that I usually like to use, but I just picked this one up. It's called glassboardstudio.com is where this is from, but with the surface being glass, it kind of reflects on my lights, and then for filming, you're going to have a big light on the glass. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be using this in the future, but I thought I'd test it out for this video. Anyway, there is my super cute gnome. You can add feet to him as well. That comes with the die, but since this guy is going to be in this adorable car, I figured I'd skip the feet, but you could add the feet and have a really kind of clean and simple card with the gnome, and it would be just stinking cute. Okay, next I'm going to make the car. So I've die cut out the car and then all the little pieces that go with it. To start off with the car, I'm going to put on this little grill plate here. Just put the glue on the edges so it doesn't kind of come through. And I'm just going to put that right on where the etched area is for that. And the nice thing about this die is they make it really easy to put the parts on because all the pieces are etched in. So the headlights are going here because there's these little ovals, and it's all ready to go for me. I use some gold mirrored cardstock because anytime I do Anytime I'm making a car or an airplane or anything that's kind of machinery, I love to pop in some mirrored cardstock just so it has that metallic look. And I just love the way that that looks. Then I'll just put a teeny bit of glue here and finish off the lights. Then for the bumper, I'm going to put a strip of glue on the front like this. And that is perfect for this little bumper piece to live right there. It does not go all the way to the edges, and this next piece is going to cover that up. So I just kind of centered it as best as I could. This piece acts as kind of the shadow for the bumper and the tires. So I'm going to put glue on the edges and then just a tiny bit in the middle. And I'm going to have to use my reverse tweezers to pop this one on. Oh, that looks so cute. Now I have my steering wheel. I'm going to have this be an American driver, so I'm putting it on the left side. But for all of you out there who are not, for anyone who has the steering wheel on the other side in your country, you can go ahead and put the steering wheel wherever you want. I thought about doing a clear piece of acetate for the windshield, but I decided that I would skip it this time, but it might be a fun thing to do in the future. So my little gnome's gonna go right about here. He's gonna be the one driving the car, at least looking like it. And then my little apple guy is going to go right next to him. So let's get the apple all set next. Oh, I forgot the little mirrors of the car. These to me were super cute. They reminded me of the ears from Shrek, which if you know, you know. I used a whole bunch of paper from Spellbinders on this card. The car itself is velvet rose, which is what I used to make the outside frame. And then this is like the sorbet color, I think. This yellow is the sunrise. So I really just wanted to use some Spellbinders paper since I have it, and I really love the quality of their paper. It just kind of is unmatchable from what I've purchased so far. Alright, my little apple is going to have some glasses. So here are the adorable pink round frames that are going to go on the head. To get the look of the eyes, the mouth, and the cheeks, all I did was glue some scraps on the back of the apple to have that be kind of like peeking through on the face. Next, the apple needs its stem, so I'm going to put just a dot of glue on there and then add on this stem piece. I die cut it out with white paper and then used Copic markers to add some color. I'm going to just kind of put it crooked because I think that this is kind of a playful card, so we're going to be kind of wonky, if you will. And then of course the little leaf. Spellbinders does leaves so well. I love that they have the detail with the vines there. It just works. The apple's left arm, or right arm I guess, but if it's going the other way. So the actual apple's left arm, but looking at it, the right arm won't be showing, but so we're going to hide that side behind the gnome. And then its other arm here is going to be holding the pencil. So I'm just going to kind of stick it out like that. And then we can get our gnome and apple in the car. I already have glue on my work surface, so that makes anyone feel better. I am glad because I'm kind of a messy crafter. I would like the apple's full face to be showing, so I'm going to put it rather high. And I'm actually going to just tape it down with some craft tape. Like that. You can't even see it from the front. Yay. And then my little gnome is going to be glued down. It's going to be taped down as well. Which the tape is just kind of holding it in position, and then when I glue the whole thing onto the card, it will be super secure and they won't be going anywhere. Okay, I don't want to cover up the apple's face, but I don't want the gnome too far wonky. That looks about right to me. Guys, how are you doing? I feel like this time of year is kind of bittersweet. Summer is coming to an end and the new school year is starting. So if you have kids or grandkids, you might be helping getting them ready. I am a kindergarten teacher, so I kind of love this time of year, back to school time. And there's something about a fresh year that just is always so appealing to me. I am super excited for my incoming class. I have 11 this year, so it's a good size, and I'm just thrilled, and I'm really ready for the school year. I spent the last 2 days at school getting stuff ready, and I'm starting to feel even more ready than I have been in the past. My to-do list is shrinking for school, and that's always a really good feeling. This little pencil is super easy to put together, so I think that it would be kind of fun to make a whole card that was kind of like school and pencil themed. I would love to do that sometime, but we'll see when that time allows. I cut all the pieces for the pencil in white cardstock and then just colored it with some Copic markers to give it some color. Did you catch that? My accent was really showing there. Copic. Some Copic markers. Oh, goodness. Oh, that is so cute. I love school supplies, pencils. That is just always near and dear to my heart. All right, here is the pencil, Mr. Apple. There you go. Ah, he doesn't want it. Get back on there. Okay, last for my card, we have this big diploma, which this die alone would be super fun for graduation cards and invitations for graduation parties for maybe like a grandparent or a special someone, but I just think that this is a very substantial die. So, oops, we're going to leave this one till the end. Okay, focus. This bigger one is going to get just a dab of glue right on the point where the bow starts to form, and then I'm going to put that on the back of the diploma a little bit. And then the small piece is going to get glued on top of that. So I'll put a dot of glue there, and then position the small piece with my tweezers. After that, I will finish it off with this gold band that goes around where the center would be. So 4 dies and you get this giant diploma, and it's really a pretty little die. Okay, now this is going to be the cargo in the back of the car, going up in the back. So let's see. Be kind of funny if it was like this. I think I want to have the diploma kind of sideways like that and be just like they threw it in the back of the car and they're just driving away. So I'm going to glue it, put a couple dots of glue behind the apple and behind the gnome's hat just to hold it in place for a second here. And then I'll flip the whole thing over and glue it on my card. If you don't know, I use Barely Art liquid glue, which is fabulous for card making. So that's what I have in this little bottle. I just refill it because it's little and it works really well for filming, because the big bottle kind of slams down. At least I slam it down. Okay, now to position it on my card, of course, I'm going to use my tweezers and try to get it as straight as possible, but it is kind of like floating in the middle of this area, so it doesn't have to be too perfect, but we'll try our best. Oh, this is such a fun little card. I don't know who I'm going to give this one to yet, but I just love it. I especially love the pencil. I don't know, the pencil is just speaking to me. Anyway, here is one last look at it, and then let's move on to the St. Patrick's Day card, which is loads of fun. Since I've already shown how to make the car, I did not show the assembly on camera, but look how fun this car is. I just love the style of it and everything. Okay, let's make our little St. Patrick's Day gnome next. So I went ahead and made his beard orange because why not? We made a little leprechaun gnome. So the hands are the same. There's just these little mittens that go on top of the main outline. And then we have the beard would go next. I just thought it was really fun. I used some Copic markers for coloring that. Let's see, what did I use? I think I used YR04, which is quite a striking orange. Then I'll add on the hat right over where that beard is, and then the nose. You might have noticed on the car I made the steering wheel go on the other side, since I am fairly certain that in Ireland they drive on that side of the car / road. But if I'm wrong, then I guess I'm just wrong. Okay, then this hat gets a band. I die cut mine out in green. And then the buckle for his hat, of course I used gold mirrored cardstock because why not? Oh, that is just so cute. Okay. Then I went a little overboard with the clovers and die cut out a whole bunch of them, or shamrocks. And then I also have the horseshoe, which is going to go in the car with him. Or I might put it on the inside of the card. I could not decide when I was planning out the card itself, and I just thought, well, I'll just wait till I'm filming. Always a good plan, right? Okay. So my little Gnome will go here, and then here. I think I will put it in the car with him, since it's kind of fun to put it on the outside. I will just glue down my gnome and horseshoe. It's always good to have the horseshoe go up so your luck doesn't come out of the horseshoe. I don't know where in the world I heard it. It was probably on some corny Hallmark movie that I was watching in my craft room. For placement of these clovers, I just wanted them to be kind of all over the place and just kind of popping out. So I'm just going to put them scattered in the back and just kind of hope for the best. I love the gold mirrored ones. I love the green mirrored ones. I think they're just so beautiful. Bit of change of plans. I'm going to use some press and seal and then hopefully get to glue them all. Oh yes, it saved my placement. I've been trying this a little bit more, especially with dies that have all these little pieces, and it's worked out pretty good so far. So I'm kind of happy with this little craft hack. No, I did not make it up, but I'm using it. All right, that's gonna go right there. And then I kind of just have to lift gently after I press down. And my placement will be saved. One did not make it, but that's okay because it's the green mirrored cardstock, which probably should be on the top anyway. Okay, stay down. Is it gonna stay? Yes, okay. Then my little car is gonna go here. And I'm probably gonna have to cover up some of these tails with these little ones, but let's just see what we can do. I did die cut out a few small clovers. I thought I could maybe use them for hiding tails of the shamrocks, which is what I'm going to do here and here. But then I also thought about putting one of them on the car or the hat, or maybe even on the inside of the card. I guess we'll just have to see what would look kind of cute there. I think the darker, the medium green, maybe the dark one, since the kind of gets lost. We're gonna skip that. And then one more, because this area is kind of blank in the center here, And I just wanted to make sure it's nice and full. There we have it. Oh, that is really fun. I think that the only way that this card could get better is if I stamped in the inside either Happy St. Patrick's Day or Let the Shenanigans Begin, which I probably will do, just not on camera right now, since we're looking at a bit of a longer video here. So we'll just keep it moving, and I will show you my Christmas one last. Here it is. It has the glitter paper on the back, which I just love the glitter paper, and it says motoring by to say Merry Christmas. Then I popped up the whole thing with some foam squares and just made a really simple but pretty Christmas card. Anyway, let me know your favorite in the comments. If you are going to get the Gnome Drive collection, what set is going to be your favorite? Will it be the Hearts for You, Graduation, Halloween, Holiday, or Spring? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye!